Hey, amazing people. Now, today what we're going to do is we're going to look at regions on the Cartesian plane. In particular, we're going to be looking at inequalities which we can graph on a Cartesian plane. Previously, we've looked at inequalities, but the inequalities we've looked at have been of the type where there's been x greater than 2, or maybe it's something like 2x minus 1 is less than 7. Now, in both cases here, the inequalities we're dealing with only have one variable. Now, when we're dealing with those which we can graph on our Cartesian plane, those ones are going to have two variables, and they're going to look something like y is less than 2x plus 4. Now, these ones are a little bit different. Now, you can see from these two we've got plotted here, this is something of what they're going to look like when they're graphed. Now, you can see there's still a region which is shaded in or represented of what's a possible solution, but that region is much bigger than it is on a number line. Now, in the first example here, we have y is less than 2x plus 4. Now, one key thing here is because it's just a less than sign, you'll notice where the equal sign perhaps would represent with a line, this is represented by a dotted line, a broken line, because it's not including the actual x and y values located on that line. It's only using the values in the shaded area of blue to the right of that. Now, in addition to this, the second one, which is y is greater than or equal to a half x minus 3. In this example, you can see we've got the shaded region, which is included here, but you'll notice that the line here, which is kind of like representing the equal line, in this case, we have a solid line, representing that it's including the x and y values on that line as well. In these two lines here, we're representing various linear inequalities being graphed. Now, on the top row, you'll notice that in this case, the first one is a greater than sign, and you'll notice that it's got a broken line for this to represent the values which are not included, but then the values that are included are shaded in. On the other one, which has a less than sign, you can see again, we've got the broken line being represented here. And so those values are not included, but those within the shaded region are all included. Now, on the second row here, you can see that we've got a greater than sign, but it's a greater than or equal to sign. This is the orange one. And in this case, you can see that the line is solid, meaning that all of those values are included here. Likewise, in the red one, where we've got a less than or equal to sign, again, you can see that these values are included because we've got the solid line joined here, as well as those in the shaded region. Now, one other key thing to note here is for those in the left-hand column, which are greater than ones, you'll notice that the region colored in here generally appears to be going above the line in what's shaded in. For those on the second column here, you'll notice that they've got a less than sign. So in these circumstances, they appear to have the region shaded in, which is below where the line is being graphed. So that can be a key indicator here of what region needs to be shaded in.